I do think that you are green or you are blue in this state by the time you probably get to age 14. I mean, maybe 10. Some may argue earlier. But so I think recruiting has become so accelerated that, you know, guys are making their choices earlier, and it's a hard swing. When you do get involved with that player, it's a hard swing one way or the other.
And welcome to another great series between the Spartans and the University of Michigan. Play fakes to Le'Veon, throws right side. It's going to be caught in the end zone. Caught by Paul Lang. Touchdown, MSU. A huge Spartan score here in the third in Ann Arbor.
Michigan State slipped to 1-2 in the Big Ten and 4-3 overall with its double overtime loss to Iowa. With in-state and Legends Division rival Michigan next on the schedule, the Spartans can't afford to be caught looking into the past and playing a game of what-ifs. Saturday's game marks the 105th meeting between the in-state rivals, and for the first time in series history, MSU has an opportunity to record its 5th straight win over the Wolverines. In order to retain the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the Spartans need to post their 3rd straight victory in Michigan Stadium.
Michigan game up this week, big rivalry game. I think it's good for our football program, good for our football team to have an opportunity to go down in a great environment, very challenging opportunity for us, and you know, sort of go from that. But you know, I'll just take questions today since this is one of my favorite days of the year. Go ahead. I'll try and do my best. Fire away.
Dare I ask why this is your favorite day of the year?
Well, you know, I was being facetious.
No kidding.
Yeah. So, no, I understand. This is a big day. This, you know, this is the media day. You know, this is the day that it all sort of starts today for the weekend. So it's a big day. I'm excited about it. Our football team's very excited about it. We're going down with great intent. We'll be ready to play. You know, I just get all kinds of different questions on this day, and you try and keep it in check. So,
can I follow? Can I just
I may make it through. I don't know.
You've been involved in rivalries and other places. To win that game consistently, how important is that for a coach, for not only the way you're perceived, but job security, for everything, just for, I mean, when you come into a job, winning, taking care of a rivalry?
For me, it's important because we've made it important. And that's, you know, and for me to say it's not important would be to disrespect those who have played in this football game before. And it would be disrespect to the people who have been involved in this program when I was here before and the people prior to that. I've never made the rules here. I'm just playing the game. So, you follow my drift. I've never made the rules here. These rules were established a long time ago. I'm just playing the game. I'm just involved in the rivalry. I'm just a small little player in that rivalry. So.
Fire part on 3, 1, 2, 3. Fire!
During the 4-game winning streak, how have you seen maybe the attitudes of in-state recruits change toward, you know, and be maybe more open to a Michigan State? How have you seen them maybe respond in that situation?
Well, I've seen them respond in that situation prior to the 4 wins. You know, when we came here, you know, in 2009, we've gotten some great players. 2007, 2008, we've got some of the top players in the state of Michigan who've chosen Michigan State. I do think that you are green or you are blue in this state by the time you probably get to age 14. I mean, maybe 10. Some may argue earlier. But so I think recruiting has become so accelerated that, you know, guys are making their choices earlier, and it's a hard swing. When you do get involved with that player, it's a hard swing one way or the other. So I think that's just the way it goes in a state like this where you have such a passionate following on both sides of the fence. And usually that's how it ends up.
Michigan State's passing game has made steady progress the last 2 weeks, thanks in part by the emergence of true freshman Aaron Burbridge as a receiving threat. His rapid development as a playmaker is even more remarkable when you take into account that the state's #1 prospect from the 2012 recruiting class suffered a knee injury during the 2nd game of preseason camp and underwent surgery. 4 weeks later, Burbridge saw his first game action, and now in Big Ten play, he leads the team in receptions and receiving yards.
Yeah, you know, it was real frustrating, you know, just going down and day 2 of camp, but, you know, after I had surgery, I said to myself, you know, I'm going to just rehab and try to get better, come back as quick as I can.
The setback with the knee injury on the second day of camp really isn't what you're hoping for and not what you kind of draw up when you dream about playing at this level, but he fought back, he was working hard every day, and he got back faster than I expected him to, and as soon as he did get back from day 1, you could just see the plays that he was able to make and what kind of player he'd be for us, and that's showing itself now in the plays he's making during Big Ten season. Strength of character. The kid really wants to get better. He felt like he could help, and every day he did little things to try to get himself prepared to play. So, I mean, definitely a tribute to him.
Aaron's always been resilient. I mean, ever since we were in high school, he's, you know, everyone deals with stuff in football and life, and he's always just been so good about bouncing back. And I mean, he keeps to himself. People can probably tell that too, but, you know, he's always just been so good at, you know, just bouncing back and staying with it and staying, you know, working and keeping his hopes up and keeping his work ethic going even when he's not out at practice. And, you know, he studies the playbook and got in the weight room, and he's back out now, and I'm really not surprised that he is.
And really, Aaron is when you get to know him, is very, very quiet, you know, and he was quiet in the recruiting process. He was not a guy that was calling a bunch of coaches or kind of staying in the loop in all the schools, but very quiet, and it's funny because you actually see it here too. He doesn't say a word through a whole practice. You know, the guy just works. He reminds you a lot of how maybe B.J. Cunningham practiced and just comes to work ready to go.
At times, I mean, you don't know if he's got it all because he's so quiet, but I mean, he sees it, his football IQ is really high, and it really puts him in a really good position once he gets out on the field. I mean, he takes it from the board and brings it out to the field really effortlessly. So that part was, I mean, a real bonus. I mean, I really didn't expect that with the limited time that we had, and like I said, he took to it and got on the field and made the most of his opportunities. You know, he's been telling me to come up to his office, you know, so we can go over players and the game plan for each week, and you know, just helping me out, and I'm getting better each week.
Well, Aaron can do a little bit of everything, you know. He's a pretty good-sized kid, so he can go up and get the ball, but he's also pretty strong. He's got nice, strong hands, and he can use his speed and his shiftiness to make plays in the open field. So, you know, he's kind of a problem for a DB because you have to pick which way you want to cover him, and because he can do so many things, he can hurt you in a lot of different ways. Biggest thing, he has the size, he has strength, he has quickness, but his willingness to go to the ball. I mean, when the ball is in the air, he finds a way to get to it. And, you know, like basketball players with an alley-oop, he finds a way to get his body in a great position to catch the ball. He may not be, you know, as big as a B.J. Cunningham, or, you know, he may not have the 40 time like a Keyshawn Martin, but the way he plays the game and the way he has football speed is what, you know, a lot of players tend to call it, is when he has the ball in his hands, he's dangerous. And, you know, you can give him a reverse, he can go up and catch the ball even if corner is, you know, his height or a little bit smaller, and he's just, like I said, he's dangerous with it because there's really not much on the field that he can't do. You know, freshman comes in, he doesn't know quite know how to get himself prepared, and every week he's gotten a little bit better, but you can definitely tell that there's a little bit different mentality going into this game, and like I said, hopefully we'll see the fruits of it.
The annual battle for the Paul Bunyan Trophy holds special meaning for the Spartan secondary coach Harlan Barnett, who wore the green and white in this rivalry series. Barnett, who played on MSU's last Rose Bowl team, earned All-American honors as a senior and spent 7 years in the National Football League. As a result of his playing and coaching background, along with his character, Barnett has been able to form a special relationship with his current players.
Coach Portis, he taught us many life lessons in my time here at Michigan State. They all count. One, who drives the dummy? A lot of different things. Work hard, keep your mouth shut, and good things will happen to you. And that's probably one of the ones that really has stuck with me, and it's so true. He would always say, I treat everybody fair and honest, but not the same. And at the time, I didn't understand it, but over the course of the years, I got a great understanding of it, and it's so true.
Even though Harlan's 2 years older than me, he was always like a father figure, and for me coming in as a true freshman, he literally took me under his wings and You know, he was who I went to explain different plays and different coverages and different schemes, and who I looked to as kind of a person that helped develop me.
He's a very knowledgeable coach. He's a guy that he played in the league for 7 years. So, you know, we go off of what he tells us. You know, he's a great coach. He keeps it funny in here. You know, we kind of funny here. He's not too hard on us about things, but at the same time, we know what to do. And, you know, he picks the little things to make us better.
Coach Barnett, he's a real good guy. His morals are great. He's a great leader. He has like great leadership skills. Like everybody knows, he played the game, and he played the game at a very high level, which he was an All-American here, and we went on and played numerous years in the NFL, and he got mad respect from all of us in here. And he teaches the game with a passion, and that's what everybody liked in here.
Getting into coaching, meeting Coach D, and really why I got the job at the University of Cincinnati under Coach D'Antonio was because of both of our relationships with Coach Saban and us speaking the same language as far as defensive back play is concerned. So they've really helped me out tremendously. It's where I pull all my knowledge from in coaching our current players, and I continue to pull on those guys for information and teaching guys how to play defensive back.
From a defensive back's perspective, when you make a mistake and you go to that sideline and you pick up the phone and you're able to talk to your coach, what you want is someone who has a calming effect on you, who can talk to you through those very difficult times. And Harlan has that ability to not get too excited, not to get too down, but to be that person to come to and say, hey, it's okay, we got this. This is what we practice, you'll be okay. And I've seen him do it time and time again. He's a master at that.
The way he talked about the game and the way I felt about the game, it was like real calming, and we kind of bonded on that, and I really loved that about him. And he coached the game with a passion, and like seeing me play, I play it with a passion, and I take this game very seriously. And I feel like he do the same, so we just bonding off that.
Harlan's able to relate, you know, to the student athletes at a level where they can understand him and can relate to him, but he doesn't compromise his character by doing it.
When I was getting recruited, I saw how he was. I just came to some of the practices, saw how he coached his DBs, and you know, he didn't change much. Like, you know, sometimes people say that getting recruited, their coaches, they act different from, you know, when they were getting recruited until when they come here. He didn't, you know, none of the coaches really changed much. You know, they all act the same. They were pretty much real, and you know, I like that about him.
I consider him a father figure, and sometimes I can actually think of him as a brother, because he can sit down and he can make jokes with us. He can have us laughing all day, and then another time he can be serious, which is in coaching side, and also another time he can sit down and have a real serious conversation if you needed to, like if you got any advice with him too. So he got all aspects, and I have like a lot of respect for him.
Harlan is the most consistent person I've ever met in my entire life. He's been the exact same way every year that I've known him, and when I played with him at Cleveland, he was still the father figure, made great decisions on and off the field, is a true family man. You know, in Cleveland, NFL, Cleveland, Harlan drove the black Escort that he drove in college. He drove that to work every day, and he had been in the NFL for 3 or 4 years, and he's driving a 1980s black Escort.
I'm not a big material guy. You know, yeah, I had my black Ford Pony Escort, my first car. Got it brand new, and 1987, and sure enough, I'm driving it to the Browns facilities in 1990, 91, 92. I had that car forever, and it was awesome. And Alan had some rides in my Escort also, and many of my teammates up here. But it's just who I am. It's just who I am, and if I still had it, if it still ran, I still would be driving it, to be honest with you. So that's just the way it goes.
A great series between the Spartans and the University of Michigan. Coming to you from Michigan Stadium, and Michigan State can make it 5 straight over the Wolverines with a win here this afternoon. Allen comes in motion right to left. Robinson keeps it. He'll go nowhere. Battered back. Denard Robinson in the shotgun on first down. Fakes a handoff to Toussaint, keeps it, and he's drilled for a loss. Back at the 48-yard line, pressure on Denard. Dumps it over the middle, and he makes the catch, but he is absolutely spilled on the spot by Curtis Drummond. They lose yardage on the play. Now the Spartans defending the north end zone to our left. Backs on either side of Denard Robinson. He'll hand the ball to Toussaint running to his left. He's spilled for a loss. This is a passing down, and he's going to pull it down and run, though. He's to the 10 and knocked down as he pushes it close to the 7-yard line. 3rd and goal at the Spartan 7 for Denard Robinson in Michigan. In the shotgun, hit as he throws, and it sails over the head of Roundtree. So Michigan has the early lead. 10-20 till halftime in Ann Arbor. They'll put it in play at their 25-yard line. Under center, Andrew Maxwell, play fake, being rushed, and he'll be sacked. Backs on either side of Andrew Maxwell, this time in the shotgun. He'll wind up and let it go deep middle. Benny Fowler with a basket catch. He's got it at the 40-yard line of Michigan. Just outside the Michigan 20, ball at the right hash. Hand off to Le'Veon, hit in the backfield. I think he's going to be short. Sandler will hold a 38-yard try for Dane Conroy. Kicks on the way. He missed it, wide left. Gallen and Dillio, wide side right, Roundtree set left. Smith to the right of Robinson in the shotgun. Play fake and a gun by Robinson over the middle. Dillio's got it, he's in Spartan territory at the 40. Denard with Vincent Smith to his right in the shotgun. Robinson's throw incomplete, intended for Roundtree. Brendan Gibbons, the junior from West Palm Beach, Florida. Dillio will hold. Here's the snap and the put down. The kick is good. So we've reached halftime. A defensive struggle in Ann Arbor. Michigan with 2 field goals from Brendan Gibbons, and they lead at the break 6-0.
They get the ball coming out. They get the ball coming out. Got to do a great job defensively. Okay, got to finish. Okay, keep playing. Things are going to turn our way. Things are going to turn. All right, defense playing good. Offense just keep pounding it up in there. You'll break.
As well. Play fake by Andrew, throws over the middle. Good fingertip catch made at the 49-yard line by Aaron Burbridge. In motion, Mumphrey on first down. They'll hand it to him on a reverse. Keith Mumphrey running to his left at the 40. Has a first down at the 37-yard line of Michigan. And Andrew back to throw, throws right sideline, caught by Keith Mumphrey. Getting a little rhythm here. 3rd and 1 at the 16 of Michigan. Straight eye behind Andrew. Hand off to Le'Veon. Up the gut. Got a first down and change. Under center, Andrew Maxwell. Toss sweep left to Le'Veon. He'll toss it back to Tony Lippett. Lippett wants to throw it. He'll have to run it, though. Runs to his right to the 10. He's at the 5. Tony Lippett hit but hangs on and fights his way close to the 3-yard line. Straight eye behind Andrew Maxwell. Play fakes to Le'Veon. Throws right side. It's going to be caught in the end zone. Caught by Paul Lang. Touchdown, MSU. A huge Spartan score here in the 3rd in Ann Arbor. 3rd and 7 at the Spartan 12. Shotgun snap to Andrew. Guns it left side. Caught at the 20-yard line for a first down. Tony Lippett falls to the 22. Mike Sadler under pressure to bang one here. He'll take the snap at his 10-yard line. Oh, he'll run it. He runs to his right. He's at the 25 and the 30. He's still with it out at the 40-yard line. Out of bounds with a first down and change at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 8. Spartans at the 26 of Michigan. Andrew under center. Back he goes to throw. Throws left sideline. Great grab made by Benny Fowler. He's at the 12-yard line. A 19-yard field goal for the lead with 5:55 to go in the game. The snap and the put down. The kick is up and the kick is good. An angle punt. It'll bounce once and twice, and the Spartans are all over it. It rolls inside the 40. Shotgun snap to Robinson. Hands off to Vincent Smith. He's got some speed. Cuts to his left. He's back inside now. He's out near midfield. Exactly a minute to play as they come to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2 at the Spartan 42. Here's the snap to Robinson. Denard wants to run to his right, cuts back to his left. Hit down short of a first down, but he may get a great mark to the 40th. Shotgun snap. Denard forced to go to his left. Now fires over the middle. It is caught by Dillio, falling down at the 21-yard line. Now Brendan Gibbons will be on to try what could be the game-winning field goal. Here is the snap and the boot. It's good. A field goal from 38 yards out with 5 seconds to play. Wins it for Michigan, 12-10.
Play again. We'll play again. So that's the positive. You know, it's not like the series is ending. You know, we'll be all right. But I'm very, very proud of our football team and how we played and how we acted and how we responded and how we battled back. I'm proud of that. And beyond that, I can live with what happens. You have to be able to live with what happens. You can't start second-guessing yourself. You have to be proud of your team and accept it. That's part of athletics. That's part of sport. You don't like it, you know, so, but I'll handle it.